Good afternoon. This is Cheryl Lentz, Independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, talking to you on Tuesday at 2. So this morning I started playing with a stamp set that I've had here. Loved it right away in the catalog, but I just hadn't taken the time to play with. It's called Welcoming Woods. It's in the holiday catalog. Such a great stamp set. So I have, I quickly played with it. I think I have 4 cards to show you with it. That just kind of fell together this morning. So I wanted to show you kind of a fun fold card using this stamp set. So I will go ahead. If you're here, hello. Again, Friday, November 19th, we have our Christmas bingo. So if you want to sign up, you can go to stampingjourney.com or send me a note through sharequilt@aol.com for my email. And let's see here. I think that's all the notes I have. We have a great new set coming up, and I've been playing with it like crazy too. You can see some of the cards in the background there, called Eden's Garden, and it's beautiful. So that's going to be coming up for sale November 2nd for customers. As a demonstrator, that's one of the benefits, is that we sometimes get to purchase early. And so that's what I did. So if you're joining me now, welcome, welcome. If you're joining me later, welcome, welcome. I will have it here. I'll put it on stampingjourney.com on my blog, and I will also have it on my YouTube. So please subscribe. I'm so excited. We're up to 478 subscribers for YouTube. So that's pretty cool. I was really excited. And then I played around this morning because I'm at 221 videos. I think I did my 100th video at my grandson's wedding when we were in Arkansas last year for on October 30th. And so another 121 videos since then. So it's been kind of a journey. If you look back, some of my videos were like sideways, and yeah, it was just a nightmare. So when I had trouble last week with it, or the week before, I was like, oh my goodness sakes. Every time I think I have it down pat, I might not. So thank you for joining me. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for sharing the video. I so appreciate you doing that for me for my stamping business. So let's turn the camera around. So we're going to go for a little ride here. Ta-da, ta-da. Here we go. My messy desk. Okay, here's this. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger after it stops moving. There we go. Okay. Ta-da. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so here is the stamp set. Welcoming Woods. I want to make sure you don't get a glare on it. Welcoming Woods. It is such a great stamp set. Love it, love it, love it. So, all right. Here's the card that we're going to make. Right here. It says, hello, friend. I'm using that cork. I love the cork sheets. They're really cool. It feels really soft. It has a texture to it, and this way, I wanted it cut this way so it went in the direction of the trees. So it has lines going over, and it's kind of a fun fold. So it opens up. One of the the neutral colors that does not get used a lot. This is the gray granite. I love gray granite. So I paired it up with gray granite, early espresso, and the white, so it's nice and crisp. And then I used the cork board. So there we go. Ta-da. So let's get started. So it's a fun fold card. Here's all my goodies all done here. Fun fold card. These are for my punches, for my oval punches. This is for my tree. Here's this cool, if you haven't used this yet, it's very thin. It's very soft. And it's textured, so there's little divots in there. And it's just like thin slices of cork, and it's glued on. I wanted it to go in the direction of my trees, not this way. I wanted it this way. So I don't know if you can kind of see that. It's so cool. I just love this paper. So here we go. I have that here. This is going to go in the inside. I'm a layerer. So on this card, it's cut 11 by 4 1/4. Scored at 2 3/4 and 5 1/2. So we're going to fold it like this. So it's just like this, and then you just fold one over. So there we go. I will start putting together the pieces here just to get that I'm going to put this together, then that can dry while I'll do the stamping. So the trees are really interesting. Every card that I did, I stamped them in a different color. So just to see how versatile it was, it's kind of interesting. I think it would be neat done on black and stamped with white embossing powder and then done. I think that would be kind of a cool shot, but I didn't try that yet. But that's a future one I would like to do because it's really like a birch tree, right? And so I thought, well, that would be cool. But I didn't. I was sitting at my desk and I didn't play with my embossing powder yet. I'm just going to get these pieces out of the way. So here's my tree stamp. And this is going to go this way here. So I want to make sure I'm going the right direction. It was really close here. So here's my tree stamp. When I have a stamp that is bigger than my stamp pads, I open this up and I stamped it in gray granite. And then I tap it on here. So tap, tap, tap. Easier than turning the block around and trying to get everything inked up. You can see that it's all inked up well. And I'm just going to put this in the corner here. And it's going to go over both edges, so that's okay. I'm just sort of centering it here and giving it a good press. So when I first looked at this, it has like this straight line here that's kind of interesting for your snow line or your grass line or whatever, you know, the background on here. So there's my cool trees. And then here is my my line. So when I wasn't sure exactly how to put this on, so the bottom, it kind of scoops down. That bottom scoop goes to the bottom, because if you put this on correctly, there's little indentations here where you don't have any stamp, and that fits right around the trees. So it fits, you can see, fits right around the trees. It's kind of a cool thing. So I did that in soft suede. So I brought in 2 or 3 neutrals actually in here, but I did stamp off. So I'm gonna ink this up. I'll put it over here so you can see it. Ink this up, and then I'm gonna stamp it off because I didn't want it quite that dark. And then you just line up. So I know the bottom scoop is on the bottom, the straight part is at the top. And then I'm just going to line it up with my trees. Ta-da, ta-da. And it goes right around the trees. Cool concept, right? That's really neat. I like that idea. All right, so that is going to go, well, let's see here. Let's do the leaves. So I have Bumblebee. I decided to make a fall card. And I think this would be a great card for a guy card. You know, we're always looking for those. So I have my little leaves here, and I just randomly stamped with Bumblebee here and there. Okay, but then I decided when I look out back, I don't have all my leaves the same color, so I decided to use a little bit of cinnamon cider. So it was a little bit different, like that those leaves are a little older or something. I did stamp off on it, but I have a slight color variation, so I think it gives it a little more interest. So make sure you wipe it off. And then I did stamp off, and because this is so much darker, and then I kind of just put it in here and there so that you had other colors of leaves, not just the yellow. So there we go. We're going to use some inside too, but right now we'll just concentrate on this. So then I layered it up with my early espresso. Ta-da. I'm going to put the pieces together, and then I did use, Cindy, if you're watching, I know some people don't like when the twine or the ribbon goes into the inside of the card. On this one, I did do that. I did put it on the inside. So I have my twine here, and I'm going to layer it twice. I looked at all kinds of ribbon and different things, but it was like, it was just a little too much. It hid a little too much. This gives it some dimension, and yet it's just kind of woodsy and not frilly, and I don't know. I thought it fit perfectly. So I'm just going to wrap it around twice, and then I'm going to cut my string out here. This will give me enough room to tie a bow. So I have my ends here, and what I usually do is tie underneath the whole thing, and I put it in a knot first. So I'm going to go ahead and knot it, and then I tie my bow over the top, and then I can figure out where it's going to go from here. I can bend the paper and move this around to where I want it, because I put it pretty close to the edge. I'm going to pull my little bows smaller here. There we go. Okay, these are going to go this way. So when I want to move it, because I had it pretty close to the edge, I'm just going to pull it like this, bending my cardstock, slightly bending it, and then just pulling it over. So there we go. Ta-da! Now I will put a glue dot under there just to hold that in place. If I can find my glue dots, here they are. And so because it's so thin, I kind of take my pickup tool and I just twirl my glue dot. Do a little twirling, and then I can roll it right on there, and that'll hold that in place. Okay, there we go. Make it even Steven. There we go. Okay, so this is going to be my oval. That's what I used for the words here. So I'm going to take, on the front, we did hello friend, and I did that in the soft suede. So I'm just going to stamp that, and then I'll take my oval punch and put it right down in here, center that, and then just punch it, loop. There we go. And then here's for my, I think I have this big enough. I just was pulling out scraps. So my scalloped oval to go behind there. I can put this away here. Okay, let's glue this on. We'll have all the little pieces kind of put together here, like that. Ta-da, perfect fit. I have something on my fingernail. There we go. Okay, so on the inside, I don't want anything over here because because it would show. So this is going to cover like right over here, so I know I can go right in the center. So I said happy birthday. Here we go. Pretty simple. Happy birthday. There. Did I get it straight? Why, no, I did not. Let's do it again. Okay. Let me try it again. Wipe it off here. Have everything crooked. All right. Happy birthday. Tap, tap. Let's get it straight here. Ta-da. Okay. So I wanted to make it pretty, so I decided I would put some leaves around it. So here I am with the bumblebee leaves. There we go, like that. And then I wiped it off, and I did the cinnamon cider again. So I inked it up, stamped it off, and put that over here. I just wanted to go around I didn't want to go right on top of the birthday. Ta-da, there. Like they're just blowing around, soft leaves. Okay, so this can be glued on here. There's my mistake. Great double-sided paper. Cardstock. Here. Layer this up. Okay, and that's going to go right inside the card here. There we go. Ta-da, ta-da. Okay. So this is going to go like this. And my plan was this, is that this would be like, I have a layer around it with the early espresso, but I wanted it sort of double layered. So I'm putting this, I want this to have framing all the way around it. It's like you have the early espresso, then you have white, and then early espresso again. I have glue on me. I don't know what I'm doing here. Okay, so just like that. So to attach it, I have to just put, I did dimensionals, and I just want them here because I wanted a lot of this cork to show. I like the cork. So I'm just going to put my dimensionals along this edge. So I'm going to use the edges here of my dimensionals. This is the edge for the mini dimensionals is thicker. That's what I'm using here. I just cut them and use all of them up. If it'll come off the paper. Come on, there we go. Okay. Put this right on the edge. Oops, I guess I have paper on both sides here. All right, there. Just peel the backing off. Come on, help me out here. One more. This one stayed on. There we go. Okay. All right. So again, I'm just going to line this up. I'm going to line my, this side has no sticky, you know, has nothing holding it. So I'm just going to line this up straight and then let it push it down here. Ta-da. And now we can put our little friend on here, and all I did was I didn't attach it on this end. I just put my green glue on the portion that's going to cover by the trees here, and I snugged it in there. There. Ta-da. Did I get it straight? Yeah, there. Okay, so there's our card, double framed with our little trees, and ta-da. Looks kind of cool when you open it. So there we go. A nice guy card, I think, for a birthday. Or, you know, you could put anything on there, but I just think it's cute. Okay, so that was the one I decided to share with you today. And the other ones that I did with this, so the next one I did, I decided here's a fall one. I needed to do a winter one. So I did this one, and this one has what are they called? The elegant faceted gems. So I don't know if you can see that on there. They're kind of sparkly. See that? So they have a couple of gems. Hello, Sarah. Oh my goodness sakes, my boss is watching. So here's this one. And I did, I used a separate set. I used a heartfelt wishes for the verse inside, because then it's Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And I just wanted to show you this too. It's kind of a cool thing. So I used our tag dies. That's these, the tailor-made tag dies. So all of these dies have a stitching on them. So if you cut them out, this one has circles and this has stitching, but you have that line there. So what I did is I cut my die out twice, once in white and once in the balmy blue. And then I cut along the stitching so that I had the perfect layering underneath. So the stitching not only looks good, it can give you a line on which to cut, so you will have your tags all perfectly, have a nice perfect layer underneath them. So another way to use that. So there's that one. Then I thought, well, I need to do like a summer one. This is the fall, here's the winter, here's the summer. So again, I just did Hello Friend. I used soft suede and mossy meadow. And then a little bit of, I added another color in here because this is that suede early espresso ribbon, and just a little bit of that in there. And this one, I guess I didn't do birthday. I did Thank You for Your Kindness. So this one has, this is one long stamp, but I get two colors in there. So when you have your two colors and you want to add two colors, I think it's kind of fun. But this one in particular was super easy because, I'm just putting it on the block here. because with it being photopolymer, you can see where you're going, you know, right? So I can take 2 colors. So if I do my thank you in soft suede, I can put it on the edge and just stamp this part in soft suede, and I can have the other in my bumblebee. I can see exactly where I'm going, and I can add 2 colors to it very easily. Ta-da! So that's kind of a fun way. I mean, we used to do multiple colors using markers and that kind of stuff, but if your stamp is photopolymer, you can kind of cheat and do it that way. So here's that. Here's this one. And then I wanted to use, I love this black and white, this checked ribbon, and I wanted to use that. So I stamped my trees in black, memento, and I paired it up with Coastal Cabana. So I made a winter one for birthday, so celebrate. And then on this one, we have some really cool silver, they're either silver or clear epoxy I can't think of what it is. Anyhow, gems, there we go. Anyhow, so I added a couple of those. They come in like a triangle shape, and then circles, and then some of them are teardrop shaped. So there we go. We just did a happy birthday. So I did the snowflakes, but I stamped off. So everything was done in the Coastal Cabana, but there we go. So very different look. So here my trees are black, here my trees are Sahara sand. Here they are in gray granite, and here they are in soft suede. So kind of cool. There we go. There's all of our samples of the Welcoming Woods. Really fun stamp set. Very easy. You could put a ton of these together in no time at all, because you have that one big stamp and you don't need much else. So very cool. And it's neat how I love how that one piece fits around the trees. So here, because it was longer, I stamped it twice. I stamped the trees here and then here, and then just added the greenery on there. But I love how that fits right around your trees. Kind of cool. So that's it. I am going to turn the camera around. Here we go. Thank you, Sarah. Sarah taught me everything. Here we go. So there we go. I think this is a great stamp set. You should check it out. It's in the holiday catalog. Doesn't have any bells and whistles with it, so sometimes that's what everybody is looking for. That's what everybody's looking for, right? Is that, you know, if they have die cuts or they have a punch or they have something with it. This is alone. It's a standalone set. Very easy to use. Lots of fun. I would encourage you to give it a try. So thank you so much. Tomorrow I will be on for Winging It on Wednesday. We'll be opening a monkey cut kit. Could be a new one. Could be a Christmas one. We'll see. All right. So please join me tomorrow. Winging It on Wednesday. Thanks for joining today. Bye. Thank you.